we did not survive. We did go into the relegation stories flying around them and get this team firing. And I think Amorim, from what we saw today, from what we have seen in their cup runs, probably deserves more time. And but the issue is that you cannot keep signing play.
Watch Transit TV right now.
I'm Tochku Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
Transit TV back again, doing a little bit week off, coming back to the studios today. FA Cup, we got the results coming in this weekend. Manchester City, of course, yesterday somehow managed last minute of those games, that game to come over Plymouth 3-1. Yeah, but we're staying on Manchester United today at Old Trafford against Fulham, producing one of the best games you have seen at Old Trafford this season, both teams. And if you're a Manchester United fan and you watch your team play today, you have hope for your team. We're going to look at this one quickly. Some of the positive, if any, that United can and their fans can take away from this one, despite the loss from Chidobe Martin's cameo. It's very good performance today, and a few other players, Fulham, and what the future looks like for Manchester United. Quickly, 5 things we learn from this one. And before we go ahead, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Hit the like button and like and share this one. And also get at the comment section and let us know what you think about this one. United won, Fulham won, and ended in on a penalty shootout. This one started with United being completely opposite what we've known about them this season, pinning Fulham back in their own half. Fulham, for 30 minutes into that game, couldn't really figure out a way to play their game, have their game. They were suffocated by Manchester United, and this is a habit you have not seen from United this season. If you have been watching their games, I've watched a lot of their games this season, and they have been very, very abysmal when it comes to Old Trafford. But fair enough, in the cup competitions, they have been different. You remember they beat Arsenal on penalties the last round of this FA Cup, and you'll be wondering, where has this performance been? United have become a cup team like they were last season as well. Remember, they won the Carling Cup and the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So they're trying to do the same thing this season. And until last minute of the first half, Bassi got his goal and put Fulham ahead, which was cancelled out by a very, very fantastic goal from Bruno Fernandes, again rescuing Manchester United, and it became a very even game. Both teams put all in that is needed to get the win, but of course in these games sometimes it doesn't go that way. And to be honest, yes, Fulham probably had a slight edge, but the balance of play, 1-1 wasn't a bad draw for that game. If it was a league game, obviously, being an FA Cup, there has to be a winner, and this is going to the quarterfinals. They had to play extra time and then penalty, and it becomes anybody's game. So, a few things I'm going to talk about today: the performance, individual performance for players. I'm not really going to talk about going into tactics, but let's look at the overall view and some players. Bruno Fernandes again stepping up today. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people don't like him. I think I like Bruno. Yeah, some of the things I've been complaining about him is whinging and stuff. Everybody have their habits, but in terms of technical ability, Bruno is a very fantastic footballer. I like the way he plays. He just people have issues with his attitude, and he stepped up today, played very well, both defensively, and pushed United forward as well. Though physically it wasn't really very visible, but technically he helped their game today. The another player I want to talk about is Chidobe Martins. From what I saw today, you might say, I'm not going to call it another transfer mistake by Arsenal, but Arsenal probably have lost a very, very huge potential. But considering his age, I don't think anybody could have done more than what they did. Contrary to what people say, it was because of money. I think maybe he felt that the pathway for him was more in United or whatever it was. But whatever the decision, whatever the reason was for him to take that decision, I think from what I saw today, that young man is going to be a terror. He looks like the only player in United ranks today that looks like a proper striker, both in positioning, execution, aggressiveness, and having that smell for danger and go be in the right position. He had it all, he showed it all today, only but just finishing. And of course, you can understand that, considering his age and the occasion, he probably rushed one or two of his executions faster than you're supposed to have done it. So yeah, that guy, he looks, all the hype about him in her end in Arsenal, it looks, for me today, looks like it's for real. It's not going to take time. In the next 1 year, if he continues with what I saw today, he's going to be one of the hit men in EPL. Then let's talk about Onana. Do you really want to talk about Onana? I think he had a good performance today, but a few dodgy moments today. And speaking about goalkeepers, Leno made some very massive saves today as well and saved 2 penalties. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, Arsenal fans can take joy. For those who banter, the Arsenal ended up sending United out of the FA Cup indirectly. But Leno, being a loyalist, a loved player at Emirates, did that today, that ensured that United is out of the FA Cup. And speaking about that, let's talk about Amorim. From what we saw today, if he can get United play the way they played today, all through the season, I think there is hope. United fans out there, let me know what you think. What did you see today, regardless of the loss? And sometimes you just take the loss and move to the next game. But from overall play, from what I saw today, the attitude these players showed today, the quality of the football that United played today, if they by chance can keep up with this 65% or 70% throughout the season, I don't think they would have been where they are right now. So the point now is, the big question is, going forward, can United maintain this kind of intensity, this kind of technical, this kind of aggression and application in games to the end of the season, and get themselves out of this we dare not survive, we dare go into the relegation stories flying around them, and get this team firing. I think Amorim, from what we saw today, from what we have seen in their cup runs, probably deserves more time. And but the issue is that you cannot keep signing players. This group of players, and maybe addition of 1 or 2 players, we should start seeing things by next season from this team. And United fans, are you hopeful? Do you think this is the sign of good things to come, or it didn't really seem much to give you hope? Let me know what you think. I will see you again in the next one. Ciao.